Erling Haaland has scored against every top defender in Europe, except one, and that one might end Norway's World Cup before it starts. Erling Haaland, 15 goals in his last 10 Champions League games, a hat trick against Leipzig, a brace against Manchester City's defense. He makes the best look average. But there's a name on a leaked tactical sheet that changes everything. A defender who doesn't just slow him down, he shuts him down completely. We're talking about a center-back from a nation you wouldn't expect. Not Virgil van Dijk, not Ruben Dias. This is a player who has faced Haaland 4 times in competitive matches. And in those 4 games, Haaland has 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots on target. The numbers are staggering, and they're real. Norway's World Cup hopes rest on Haaland's shoulders. The whole nation knows it. If he's neutralized, they're out. And rivals have studied the tape. They've seen the pattern. A specific defender uses a method that Haaland can't solve. It's not about brute strength. It's about positioning and anticipation. A chess move disguised as football. The defender's name? Dayot Upamecano. Yes, the Bayern Munich center-back. The same player who sometimes looks shaky. But against Haaland, he becomes a wall. In their head-to-heads, Upamecano wins every aerial duel. He reads Haaland's runs before they happen. He steps into passing lanes like he has a sixth sense. The first meeting was in the Bundesliga. Haaland was at Dortmund, Upamecano at Leipzig. Haaland came off the bench. He looked lost. Upamecano shadowed him for 30 minutes. No touches in the box, no dangerous runs. Dortmund lost. The pattern was set, but people called it a fluke, a bad day. They were wrong. Second matchup, same result. Haaland started. Upamecano stuck to him like glue. Every time Haaland tried to spin, Upamecano was there. Every long ball, intercepted. Every through ball, cut out. Haaland's frustration was visible. He kicked the turf. He argued with the ref. 0 impact on the game. Leipzig won again. The third game was the biggest. Champions League. Haaland now at Manchester City. Upamecano at Bayern. The world watched. Haaland had scored 10 goals in his last 5 games. He was unstoppable. Or so everyone thought. Upamecano didn't just stop him. He made him invisible. Haaland had his lowest touches in a match ever. 0 shots. How does Upamecano do it? It's not speed. Haaland is faster. It's not strength. Haaland is stronger. It's anticipation. Upamecano watches Haaland's hips. He reads his body language. He knows when Haaland will make his run. And he steps in front before the ball is even played. It's like he's inside Haaland's head. There's a specific moment in that Champions League game. Haaland made a diagonal run. Classic Haaland. The ball was played into space. Upamecano didn't chase. He just moved 5 yards left, right into the passing lane. The ball hit him. Haaland stopped, threw his arms up. He knew he'd been read perfectly. The fourth meeting was in a World Cup qualifier. Norway versus France. Upamecano started for France, Haaland for Norway. The stakes were higher, a spot in the World Cup on the line. Haaland looked determined. He pressed hard. He fought for every ball. But Upamecano was unbreakable. France won clean sheet. Haaland subbed off with nothing. Now it's 2026. Norway made it to the World Cup. They're in a tough group. France is one of their opponents. Upamecano will be there. And Norway's tactical plan leaked. Analysts got a hold of it. The plan? Avoid playing through Haaland when France presses. They know Upamecano is the problem. They're scared. But here's the twist. Upamecano isn't the only one. There's a second defender who has given Haaland nightmares, Antonio Rudiger. Real Madrid, the two have met 3 times. Haaland scored 0 goals. Rudiger's physical style disrupts Haaland's rhythm. He gets under his skin. He trash talks, he makes it personal, and it works. Rudiger's method is different. He doesn't anticipate. He intimidates. He bumps Haaland early. He pulls his shirt. He steps on his toes. Referees don't always call it. Haaland gets frustrated. He starts dropping deep. He loses his position, and without him in the box, Norway's attack dies. Rudiger has mastered the dark arts. Combine these two. France has Upamecano. Germany has Rudiger. Norway might face both in the group stage. That's a nightmare scenario. Haaland could go 2 games without a goal. Norway would be eliminated. The golden generation wasted. The dream over. All because 2 defenders figured out the code. But there's a third name. A goalkeeper. Thibaut Courtois. In their only meeting, Haaland had 6 shots. Courtois saved all 6. Haaland's expected goals were 2.4. He scored 0. Courtois used his reach, his positioning. He made Haaland's angles disappear. Haaland left the pitch with a look of disbelief. The big man was beaten. Courtois later said in an interview that Haaland is predictable. He always aims for the far post. He always shoots when he's one-on-one. Courtois studied the pattern. He cheated to the far side. Haaland never adjusted. That's the weakness. Haaland has a formula. When the formula is broken, he doesn't adapt quickly. Norway's coaching staff knows this. They're working on it. They're making Haaland practice new finishing angles, new runs, new movements, but old habits die hard. And in a World Cup, there's no time to rebuild a player's instincts. The pressure is immense. One mistake, one missed chance. The tournament is over. The leaked tactical document also shows Norway's plan B. If Haaland is shut down, they rely on Martin Odegaard. His passing, his creativity. But Odegaard can't score like Haaland. He can't win headers. He can't bully defenders. The entire Norwegian attack is built around one man. If that man is neutralized, the system collapses. So here's the question. Can Haaland break the curse? Can he score against Upamecano, against Rudiger, against Courtois? He has the talent. He has the hunger, but the history says no. And history matters in football. Patterns repeat. Defenders study. They prepare. Haaland has to be better than he's ever been, or Norway goes home early.
The 2026 World Cup is Haaland's stage. He's the biggest star. The face of the tournament. But stars can fall. And the biggest threat isn't a team. It's not a system. It's 3 individuals who have already proven they can stop him. Upamecano. Rudiger. Courtois. They are the wall. Haaland is the hammer. We'll see who breaks. This is the story of a collision. A striker versus his kryptonite. Norway's World Cup fate hangs on one matchup. If Haaland beats them, he becomes a legend. If he doesn't, the questions will follow him forever. Subscribe now to watch every twist unfold. And click the next video to see the full breakdown of Haaland's 2026 group stage opponents.